One suspect is in custody and another is sought after following a weekend shooting. Responding to a call to 911 regarding shots fired on Arthur Drive Saturday afternoon, deputies found 35-year-old Christopher Antonio McNeil in a yard with multiple gunshot wounds, according to a press release from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. McNeil was airlifted to an undisclosed trauma center where investigators say he's expected to survive. Investigators obtained warrants for Larry Donald Williams III and Devin McQuan Douglas, both 21, from Rockingham. Douglas was arrested while in court Monday on unrelated charges. He is charged with attempted murder, shooting into an occupied dwelling, and possession of a firearm by a felon. Online court records show he was appearing on a felony charge of breaking and entering to terrorize or injure and misdemeanor charges of injury to property and communicating threats. Anyone with information on Williams' whereabouts is encouraged to call the Sheriff's Office or Richmond County Crime Stoppers. A traffic stop last week led to the driver and passenger of a vehicle both facing drug charges. According to an incident report, a Rockingham police officer stopped a Honda Accord on East Washington Street for a rear lamp and headlight violation just after 10 p.m. on July 20th. The officer states in the report that he noticed a strong odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle after speaking with the driver. Officers reportedly found a total of 11 grams of a clear rock-like substance and a half gram of a green leafy substance during a search of the vehicle and passenger's pocketbook. Police also seized 2 cigarillos and 2 glass pipes. Both the driver and passenger were arrested. William Curtis Hoffman of Rockingham is charged with possession with intent to manufacture, sell, or deliver meth, maintaining a place for a controlled substance, simple possession of a Scheduled 4 controlled substance, and assault on a government official or employee. Police also charged Natalie Rochelle Banks of Hamlet with possession of meth, possession with intent to sell or deliver marijuana, possession of marijuana paraphernalia, and possession of drug paraphernalia. A man is accused of trying to dump meth after leading deputies on a chase with a motorcycle. A deputy reportedly tried to initiate a traffic stop on Airport Road Saturday after noticing that the motorcycle driven by 56-year-old Brian Keith Dixon didn't have a license plate, according to a press release from the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Dixon reportedly refused to stop and eventually jumped off the motorcycle while on Osborne Road and fled on foot, but was caught soon after. Investigators said a deputy found several bags of suspected meth that Dixon had thrown out during the chase. He was arrested and charged with possession with intent to sell or deliver meth, fleeing to elude arrest, and maintaining a vehicle for a controlled substance. Dixon was also served outstanding warrants for possession of stolen goods and second-degree trespassing. He was booked into the Richmond County Jail, where he is being held under a combined $52,000 secured bond. The Richmond County Sheriff's Office has charged a man with shooting a juvenile over the weekend. According to a press release, deputies responded to a call on East Washington Street Extension Sunday afternoon in reference to shots being fired and one person being hit. When they arrived, deputies found a male juvenile with a single gunshot wound in his forearm, investigators say. The alleged victim was treated at the scene and then flown to an undisclosed trauma center where he is expected to survive. Investigators say 32-year-old Vincent Darrell Cheatham of the same road fired several shots while inside the house. One shot went through a wall and struck the victim. Cheatham is charged with assault with a deadly weapon, inflicting serious injury. He was arrested and booked into the Richmond County Jail under a $50,000 secured bond.
We are bringing racing back to the Rock.
That was the proclamation of Rockingham Speedway and Entertainment Complex's Justin Jones just before noon Tuesday during a ribbon-cutting ceremony with the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce. Chamber officials and members of local dignitaries met in the pit road garages to officially welcome the track's new ownership and management to Richmond County nearly 3 years after Rockingham Properties LLC purchased the venue for $2.8 million. Jones came on board as Vice President of Operations earlier this year. He said the track doesn't belong to the owners, but to the community. Chamber President Emily Tucker said the first time she met Jones, she knew he meant business and that he had a vision and a plan and was ready to make it happen. Jones says he has been asked on a daily basis about racing's return to the Speedway. The next question he added is how they plan on doing it. Jones said they have a plan, but it's not an overnight process. The historic track has 6 months of events in the rearview mirror, with more coming up around the next turn. One of the largest upcoming events is the Solid Rock Carriers Cars Tour race in November. Another grassroots effort is becoming the new home of the MB Drift Series, which was forced to leave Myrtle Beach Speedway. MB Drift has dates lined up through November for its events, with the final competition slated for August 14th. This past weekend, Seat Time Racing School returned for the first time in more than a decade. Other auto-related events include this coming weekend's Geared Up Car Show and the Trucks Gone Wild East Coast Truck, Jeep, and Off-Road Festival in October. Non-racing events such as paintball tournaments and music concerts are also in the works. Richmond County's COVID-related death toll has now hit 100. The Richmond County Health Department announced the latest death just after noon on Monday. This makes the third death within the past month and the second within a week. The most recent death was reported on July 22nd. All patients have been between the ages of 31 and 95. Of the county's 100 deaths, 75 have been at a hospital, 20 have passed away in another healthcare facility, and 5 have died outside of a health setting. As of Monday, 37% of county residents were fully vaccinated, short of the health department's goal of 66%. Comparatively, 46% of state residents are vaccinated. Vaccines are available at the health department Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays from 8 to 11 a.m. There is no charge and no appointment necessary. When we return, we've got your Live at 5 weather report is coming up after the break, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
JC's in Rockingham has you covered for used appliances, parts, trailers, and storage. We have one of the largest selections of reconditioned washers, dryers, and refrigerators in the Sand Hills, and we offer free delivery to residents inside Richmond County. Come check out our variety of trailers for any hauling job and our storage buildings for the things you need out of the weather or house. We also carry parts and accessories for appliances, trailers, truck beds, and can order the things you need. That's JC's on South Hancock Street in Rockingham.
Hometown heroes? Well, maybe. When it comes to backyard comfort and no pesky mosquitoes, call Brown Termite and Pest Control at 910-895-6410 or 910-276-8870. Their team of superheroes can take back control of your paradise. That's 910-895-6410 today.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
She gets her soccer skills from her mom, her sense of humor from her dad, and her drugs from her home medicine cabinet. Over half of misused medication comes from family and friends. Talk to your children about the dangers of prescription drug misuse. Secure your medication, take regular inventory to ensure nothing is missing, and properly dispose of expired or unused medication. Be aware. Don't share. Lock your meds.
Your Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Sunset Slush, classic Italian ice located here in downtown Rockingham. And happy Tuesday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far, getting through this cloudy day. Although the clouds have not helped out too much, with the temperature still being around the 90s today, and we're still seeing that play out into 6 o'clock here. 90 degrees at 6 with cloudy skies continuing on, and they will carry over into tonight at 10 o'clock with 79 degrees. Sunset at 8:26 with a waning gibbous moon phase out tonight as well. Now looking at tomorrow, we do see a bit more sunshine popping up with low 90s throughout the entire day. We'll be seeing temperatures get as low as 73 for most parts of the area, some of it 72. Cumberland County a high of 91, low of 74. Hope County a high of 92 and a low of 73. Robeson County will be seeing a high of 91 and a low of 72, with Scotland seeing a high of 90 and a low of 72. Up in Moore County, it'll be a high of 92 and a low of 73, with Richmond seeing a high of 92 and a low of 73 as well. Down in Marlboro County, South Carolina, a high of 91, a low of 73. Anson County, high of 93, low of 73. Now looking at the 7-day forecast, remember those high 90s that we were talking about yesterday? Well, they have gone up even more from what we saw on the board yesterday to this week. For today's episode, we're now seeing it getting up into 98. Extremely hot coming up here very shortly. Thursday, high of 98, low of 75, all sunny skies all day long. And then we'll get into Friday, even though we do have that 30% chance of thunderstorms, we're still seeing it at a high of 98 and a low of 73. As we move over into Saturday, it cools off, if you want to really call that cool off, high of 90 with a low of 72 with a 30% chance of precipitation. And then it'll carry over to a 4% chance on Sunday with a high of 86 and a low of 70. And continuing downward on the temperatures for the high of 84, low of 68 for Monday with a 4% chance of rain in the afternoon, clear in the evening. And then on Tuesday, a high of 82 and a low of 66 with mostly cloudy skies. So we got a lot of hot weather coming up, if it's not already here really, but it's going to get even hotter than what we've seen so far this week. Week started off pretty early. We got a long ways to go until we get to that Friday where it's going to be high of 98. Low of 73. Not really looking forward to that day too much. Again, like I said yesterday, you know when I don't like it, it's too hot. So just be prepared, guys. Make sure you get your water bottles, make sure you got your AC working and your fans blowing and everything else you can to keep cool on those days. But that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report and for tonight's edition of Live at 5. For the latest news, sports, and events happening in Richmond County, you can always visit richmondobserver.com or you can download the free RO app for your mobile devices. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Russell Parker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, Richmond County.